Hello, it's Paula Carper of paulacarper.com, and I am here on Saturday. I don't know what date it is. That's how great this Saturday's been. And of course, with all the self-isolation, nobody knows what the date is anymore, right? So today would be um, the 11th, April 11th. So if you're coming in live on this video, please say hi in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. So today again is Saturday, April 11th, 2020, and I don't know what day of the self-isolation or quarantine that we're in. And I'm really trying to chronicle some things, but trying to keep it in the positive. So here I am for day 6 of Grateful by Design, and I'm really glad you're joining me for this. If you have been following me, you know that what I'm doing is I'm formalizing my gratitude practice. I have been practicing gratitude for quite some time in my day-to-day life, but I've never really made sure that I'm documenting it in some way and formalizing it in some way. And I thought it would be great to have people join me to do that, or join me on my journey as I do that. So if you're here and you've been following me, welcome, and welcome to this Grateful by Design gratitude practice. So today is Saturday, like I said, and this is, hey Kelly, today is my my rest day. This is the day that actually this is the Sabbath day, and so basically I spend a lot of time resting, studying the scriptures, that sort of thing. And so in the morning, I decided not to do this video, but decided to go ahead and start and do it this evening. So thanks for taking the time out of your evening to join me. So basically, what I've been doing in this daily video is sharing with you what I'm grateful for and how I'm documenting that, and just sharing some things that I'm learning as I go through this process of formalizing my gratitude practice. And so what I'm doing today is I'm going to share with you that, and I'm also going to share with you what I'm learning and kind of how things are changing and evolving as I go through this process. So I'm only 6 days in, but I'm learning some things about maybe how I've changed and how the way that I'd like to document this journey is changing. So there's a few things that I'm documenting every day, and that is I'm taking the time to write down 3 things that I'm grateful for, and I want to share with you those 3 things just because it's just part of my journey. The major thing that I'm really grateful for today is technology, because we do have a Bible study every Saturday with our community, and we are not able to do that in person lately. So I'm really grateful for the technology that allows us to be able to do that, and still get together in a way that allows us to have discussions and meet with one another and visit with one another. And so today I'm really grateful for that technology that allows us to meet together. Some people use Zoom meetings, some people use Skype, there's all kinds of different technologies. And so I'm really grateful that those are functioning, that we're able to do that, and that we're able to continue what we were doing before. And that does keep us connected. So I'm really thrilled about that. The other thing that I'm really excited about today, and this is going to be one of those silly ones, but I'm really excited about grain-free flours. And if you don't know anything about grain-free flours, you know that it's really difficult to find. You may not know that it's really difficult to find a grain-free flour that actually has the consistency and the capabilities of regular flour. And so I've been using grain-free and gluten-free flours for many years now. But just yesterday, actually, just in the last week, I've used cassava flour for some things that I haven't used it for before. And if you're not familiar with cassava flour, that's a flour made out of cassava root. It's the same thing that tapioca flour is made from, but it's processed differently. And so cassava flour is something that actually has a very fine, powdery consistency. It's actually it actually seems a little bit finer than regular white flour. So yesterday evening, I was able to make, for the first time for my husband, some grain-free chocolate chip cookies, and they were pretty good. I mean, they were really good compared to any other grain-free cookie that I've made in the past. So so I'm really thrilled about that, because everybody seems to be posting all these pictures of all the high carb foods they've been eating, and I've felt sort of left out. So so now we're kind of obviously not on a high carb diet or high carb bandwagon, but we are able to do some of those things when we're getting a little more bored and a little stir crazy. Not that we do those things every day, but they are some things that we do. So so that's, you know, that's a second thing that I'm really grateful for. And then the third thing that I'm still really grateful for that we have, although there's some caveats around this, is that we still have freedom of speech. And what I mean by that is that we are still able to, hey, Lori, we're still able to speak about what we believe to be true, and or we're able to speak our mind and have discussions about what we have opinions about. And what I'm seeing a lot right now on social media and around the globe in terms of being online is that a lot of people are shaming people for vocalizing their thoughts. And I'm not really excited about that, but I'm still excited that we can actually share our opinions and say what we believe, even though we aren't always met with a positive response. And that's, I think, really important during this time. But I also feel that the way that we do that is really important too, because what we want is discourse and discussion and positive outcome of these kinds of things that we're sharing, as opposed to just yelling at each other. So so I'm really grateful for having a lot of friends in my life, whether it be on social media or in real life, who understand how to have really good discussions and how to vocalize the things that they believe, and share those things that they believe, and they still have the freedom to do that. So so that's one thing that I'm also grateful for. So that's my 3 things that I'm grateful for today, and I'd love to hear about what you're grateful for. If you want to share those things in the comments, because I really want to know what you're grateful for these days. Because these days are really, really difficult, and I suspect that the days coming are going to be even harder for a lot of people, because mental health is really starting to suffer for a lot of people from this isolation, and some people are really disconnected. So if you're not able to connect with people, you know, make the effort. We've got so many tools to do that. Make the effort to really connect with people. We've still got phones. You know, we all have cell phones. We've still got social media. We've got lots of tools and technology to do these kinds of things. Make sure you stay connected with people, because I think that's going to help us with our mental health more than anything. And then the last thing that I really want to share with you is that I have been documenting on paper in a little journal that I created for myself, and I've got my little paper here for the cover, just to kind of show you what that is. I've been documenting on paper what I'm grateful for each day, and I am finding that as much as I think I love documentation on paper and keeping a journal and having these hard copies, I do still love that. I think I am going to try a gratitude app. Now, I've looked at a few gratitude apps. I've checked them out. I'm not excited about every aspect of every gratitude app, but I am going to start sharing about gratitude apps as I do the research. So one of the things that'll be upcoming in the next week is that I'm going to be researching, and I'm going to be checking out and trying some gratitude apps, because I feel like it's just a great way to kind of not have any clutter. And right now, with being home a lot, I really don't want to be cluttering up my space. So definitely I'm going to be checking out some gratitude apps to make sure that I'm doing everything I can to really encourage myself along in this process. And so I'm finding that I really think I'd rather do this digitally. And I may find that that's not true when it really comes down to it, but that is something that I want to do. So so if you have a gratitude app, if you're already using a gratitude app, you're doing this already in your life, please share with me in the comments. I really want to know, what are some great gratitude apps? What are some things that you've experienced, some tools that you've used if you are practicing gratitude and journaling your gratitude? I'd love for you to share that with me, because this is something that I'm going through, and that some of you may be going through or may have already gone through. And like I said, this is new to me, in terms of the formalizing and documentation of it all. And I want to know the easiest way to do that. And I want to know about your experiences if you're doing it. So please share that with me in the comments if you have some experience with some apps or with some journaling. So that's it. That's all I have today. And I'm going to come back tomorrow again with this Grateful by Design journey that I'm on. And so please join me if you are not gratitude journaling. Please consider doing that during this time, because I think it's a great way for us to stay positive and keep focused on the things that are really going well in our lives, and to stop obsessing and focusing on some of the things that aren't so great. Those things are going to be there anyway, and we're going to have to deal with them. But I think it's really much better for us if we're dealing with them from a place of strength and a place of gratitude. So thank you for joining me this evening, and I hope to see you tomorrow and in the next few days, because I'm going to be doing this for 30 days. So y'all have a great evening, and I will see you soon. Bye.